Hi, my name is Emily Anderson and I'm running to be your next Welfare, Community and Diversity Officer. The Welfare, Community and Diversity Officer is one of 5 full-time officers that are directors and trustees of the SU and represent students on university boards, committees and working groups. The roles of the Welfare, Community and Diversity Officer include campaigning and acting to improve student welfare and equality, acting to improve relations with the local community, being accountable for the SU's Welfare and Housing Advice Service, and acting as a voice of UEA students on equality, diversity and liberation issues. These areas are really important to me because making UEA into the best community that it can be is something that I'm really passionate about. I believe that if you vote for me, I can make concrete change at UEA by addressing 3 key issues: mental health, sexual misconduct and sustainability. If you vote for me, one of the issues I will address to make concrete change at UEA is mental health. Studies show that 1 in 5 students have a mental health diagnosis, whilst nearly half say they're often anxious and almost a third are frequently lonely. No student should ever have to suffer like this alone. If you vote for me, I will work to make concrete change at UEA by lobbying the university to review and overhaul student services and introduce a drop-in counselling service within the SU for students requiring lower level or one-off guidance. In addition to professional mental health services, student well-being needs to be addressed at ground level. Feeling like you're part of a community reminds you that you're not alone and makes you feel safe and supported when life becomes stressful. If you vote for me, I will make concrete change at UEA by working towards greater student engagement with the SU and build on existing initiatives such as Take 5 to reach a wider variety of students so that support is accessible in all aspects of university life. Sexual misconduct is a pretty taboo topic. It's difficult to talk about and understandably upsetting for some. But I want to open up the conversation and tackle this issue at UEA because, as Concrete recently reported, UEA responds to reported offences with a lack of urgency. In lobbying the university to review student services, I will ensure that the support available for sexual assault survivors is included in this. But it's not just about the support afterwards. These situations shouldn't be happening in the first place. I will make concrete change at UEA SU to ensure that students feel safe and supported by improving education on consent. This will include making student-led workshops on consent and sexual misconduct part of the new Week 0 timetable. I will also introduce mandatory training for student committee members in recognising harassment among members and responding to reports of sexual misconduct within clubs and societies. In June 2019, UEA declared a climate emergency. The SU has a duty to respond to this emergency as a matter of student welfare because a healthy environment will ensure a better future for UEA students if they live in a society that is not strained by the pressures of a heating world and biodiversity loss. Fears of a future that do face these pressures can contribute to climate anxiety, something which can be tackled by the SU by demonstrating how systemic change can be made for a better future. For concrete change at UEA in sustainability, I will introduce food waste bins in the SU and review the food policy to initiate a transition towards a sustainable and inclusive system with more plant-based options that cater to all dietary requirements. Part of this issue is that we know so little about how the climate crisis will affect our future. If you vote for me, I will launch an education campaign on the importance of sustainability, how climate inaction could impact students' future, well-being, and how we can make change ourselves. You can vote for me between 10 AM on the 9th of March and 10 AM on the 12th of March by going to uea.su/vote, where you can vote for all full and part-time officers. The voting system used is single transferable vote, which requires you to rank the candidates in your order of preference. You will also have the opportunity to vote in the referendum to have your say on changing the SU democratic system. Remember to vote Emily Anderson for Welfare, Community and Diversity Officer before 10 AM on the 12th of March for concrete change at UEA.